hero, followed almost immediately by another Lena pick, this time by Squishmallow.
I am back. Thank you for casting.
Not a problem. Oh, Ricky. Now, I have seen a lot of the higher skill players play this Ricky 5. And then again, I've also seen a lot of them play Ricky mid. Do you believe this could be
Recently,
a
you've
Ricky
seen
5
this?
here? I mean, the reason, which one? Ricky 5, Ricky mid?
Five.
10 seconds
5?
remaining.
More of just like the amount of times I hear people talking about it is one of the
5
best
seconds remaining.
supports.
I I can get behind it. Um, it does come with some challenges. I think you need a pretty strong laner to if like um, I don't think you can pull it off on any like if you need a last pick the perfect carry.
I think the carry is Lena currently.
Yeah,
Dire team bad.
I'm happy with the Ricky Lena combo. It's not the strongest thing I've ever seen, but it has a lot of late game scaling, and I think you can get through the laning phase. To contrast that, Antifa's got strong laners
10
right now.
seconds remaining.
There's a lot of
Yeah, they should be. I'm not sure if the Jakiro will be a 4 or
5
5
seconds
currently. I'm
remaining.
guessing it'll be a 5. Dawnbreaker should be one of the two that'll be leaning into the Lena Reiki, unless this is a mid Lena and throwing us all off.
Radiant team bad. Ten seconds
I think
remaining.
Lena's not a great
5
support right
seconds
now.
remaining.
This will be definitely either mid or
Dire team
1.
bad.
But other than like I don't think she can five very well or four very well. But she can. I feel like she can fill any of the three core spots really well. Um, so to try and help out
10
the
seconds
Antifa, I
remaining.
guess I
5
would be looking
seconds
to
remaining.
ban
Radiant team bad.
more solo heroes. I might ban
Did you
Life
like?
Stealer. I might
Dire
ban
team bad.
Razor was a good ban. I'd probably ban the Viper if I were
Viper
Antifa.
did get.
Oh, they did just
Viper,
ban.
yep.
Oh, um,
And PB. I think that was another good one. It absolutely
Radiant
just wrecked them
team
in lane.
bad.
I'd probably ban not necessarily Vengeful Spirit. I'd probably ban Beastmaster. Puck's a good ban actually. Um, Puck is a
They might be
good ban, but it
focusing
wasn't
on
a
strong
perfect
mid
ban.
laners at this point in time, as my guess.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Okay, so marshmallows, squishmallows, ban the Slark. Um,
I like that band though. If they're planning to pick up
10
anybody
seconds
tanky, and I assume
remaining.
that they are, just to give someone
Dire
to sit in
team
front of the
pick.
Lena.
Silencer.
Silencer.
so Silencer is one of my favorite heroes. Um, I think he's really
Dire
strong
team pick.
generally, and he's in a strong
Ooh,
place right now in the meta. He's not a perfect hero, and Nyx is a great counter. excellent counter to Silencer, especially the Silencer Lena. I
Oh
do
yeah, I
like
was gonna
that.
say
I
those
100% approve
here
of
or
that.
there.
10 seconds
I would be
remaining.
expecting them to counter with probably a Slardar.
5 seconds
I feel like
remaining.
Slardar fills out Marshmallow's lineup really well right now. Meaning they could still fit a Slardar into this lineup, in my opinion.
I can see a starter coming in here. Works well with the Lena, the Ricky, Silencer. All those like to right click.
If I'm Sterling, I'm making my team play Slardar right now.
Radiant team pick.
Instead, they go for Luna.
Where would you put the Slardar if you were? Would you just put it in a position one Slardar or a mid Slardar, or would you move the Dawnbreaker to mid?
I would have Dawnbreaker and Slaughter probably still be my two cores on the side
10
lanes,
seconds remaining.
probably, or I would put Dawnbreaker mid,
5 seconds remaining.
and then I would be focusing on getting a potential mid carry like a Shadow Fiend or a Arc Warden.
Dire team back.
Now, why would they pick a Lena here into a Silencer? I feel like it's not that good into Silencer.
Probably they feel comfortable on it. They do need
Like
a carry potential. They did need carry somewhere, and she's kind of a hybrid carry, so she's a very offensive carry.
I mean, they had Drow still in the lineup as a potential pick.
Yeah. Marshmallows don't have any defensive heroes yet, really. And so the ranged carry damage projection, it's a fairly safe pick. I wouldn't have gone for it, but it should be good against these heroes because there's nothing wrong with her. She does want to build that Hurricane Pike, which helps against Ricky, right? So she can force staff her stealth out of the silence, and then she can still do that range projection. But you don't feel bad about building Hurricane Pike on Luna, and she can still drop her ulti on Silencer, Lena.
If Global Silence didn't get her killed in the first place.
Yeah, there's a couple ifs there.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Drow might be a little bit better because you don't have to worry about being silenced for your right-click damage to go through, whereas Luna, yeah, the glaives will bounce, but she doesn't right-click as hard.
Well, that's not really true, because with a hero on top of Drow, she gets a big damage loss.
She does, and I guess Ricky would be that one to jump.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Although I feel like you'd be able to kill the Ricky a lot easier. I still think you run into the issue though too. You get the global silence in, Ricky jumps in, drops the cloud whenever silence runs in.
I mean, if Marshmallow's uses all their spells and ultis on a team fight, they're gonna kill many heroes.
Just about anybody.
Yeah.
Wow, this does feel like it's Antifa's or Squishmallow's draft loose.
I actually like Antifa's draft so far.
10 seconds remaining.
I like it.
I do like it, yeah.
I can see a lot of it is very dependent on this Nyx though. I think.
I would probably go for... I like Arc Warden. Kind of. I kind of like Arc Warden. I don't love Arc Warden though.
Either.
I
feel like you want something a little beefy, but also with the potentially to hit hard, you know?
I like Sven, I think.
Sven would be pretty good, but that'd be Luna mid. I don't know if that's Tiny. Well, it's beefy.
Tiny? Yeah, I don't like Tiny, actually. I actually don't like that pick.
No, I think it's just gonna run into the same issues silencer with silencers. You just get the global silence, they can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds remaining.
And then Ricky gets on top to drop the AoE silence, and then he still can't do anything.
5 seconds remaining. Huskar.
Oh boy, that is
Hero.
that's pretty gross right there. There's some protection for the silencer, Lena.
Yeah. They Squishmallows has a very complete lineup again, and they're doing well in their cosmetics battles too.
That tiny, I like that tiny skin though.
Yeah, that's a really good, that dragon bone thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Egyptian Nyx. Unfortunately, Zach doesn't have any Dawnbreaker cosmetics, but
I think there's only 2 of them in there. Is that a Lena skin or no? I can't. It's hard to tell sometimes.
yeah, it is. She has a
Okay.
custom hairdo there.
Yeah, I was thinking the hair, but I was like, is there anything else about this? Like the
The
like
her
armlets
hip
maybe?
dress thing is, I think, not default.
I haven't seen the default Lena in so long. It is hard to remember what they look like.
I really like the silencer set. The silencer
Yeah.
doesn't have a lot of really good sets.
He's got a few that I like. The one I use, it's like the Dragon Hunter one.
He has some new good sets, but they're not on the market, the secondary market, open market.
Fair enough. Jakiro's the one hero I think doesn't have a ton of good skins either.
Okay.
They're not bad, but they're not great, you know. I'll do the Radiant team again. We have
Tips
the
for
mid
Scurvy
Huskar.
Dog.
Oh boy, what do you do?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is he their
okay.
team captain?
He,
It is his
I mean,
team tipping him.
He picked Glaives, which maybe was a mistake.
Oh no,
I don't know,
I
though.
like this.
Glaives first over Arcane Curse.
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
like this this build. I don't. It is difficult to tell who's the core here in the offlane, but that's fairly normal.
It might be the offlane Ogre Magi. It's played by Humble Kreen. I don't know if they swapped those heroes around at all. They do have like a little dance battle going on middle.
Yeah, they got
with
the Congo line, the
Supo.
Congo line disco.
It should be a support Ricky. We have the mid Huskar and Humble Kreen on the Ogre Magi. Meanwhile, top you do have Scurvy Dog. He was the 5 last time, but we'll see. On the Silencer with the Bubble Trail, and down bottom you have Legacy, the Harry Lena. They get the Bubble Party with the Congo line headed up into Kevin and Hal. Alright, we'll steal the rune away from him. Looks like we're going to split it 2-2 in the runes. Spilling is playing the Nyx. With Zach on the Dawnbreaker, and Proud is taking the tiny mid. This is going to be a rough lane for him, hands down. I think the Burning Spears are just going to absolutely obliterate him.
Yeah, I think, is Blinder their top hero? Oh, the disarm there too.
He isn't even going for that, he's just going for the disarm. I guess you get the lead in the
Last hits,
right
yeah.
clicks. Yeah. And then you get the damage in later on. They get the Impale first. I mean, it's pretty standard to get Legacy. Or, sorry, Legacy with the Fiery Souls LSA.
It's basically impossible to kill him in this lane now.
Nope. Your best bet would be able to catch them into a Impale and then Spike Carapace the LSA as the Dawnbreaker comes in with the Celestial
Well,
Hammer Starbreaker.
Yeah, later. Like,
That's
12
it.
minutes
That's
in the
the
game.
only way to do it. Yeah, that's about it. Interesting. It's not a voice line I've heard before.
So they did. We got the contested large camp pull here, and Marshmallows play it really well.
Much like cordwood before axes act.
6-9.
Fire's top tower.
Boy, Lena already up 10-4 to the 5-0 Dawnbreaker. And Sterling just absolutely harassed away. Blink Strikes are all pulled out from the Ricky, though. And there's the 1-1-1 build coming out from the Huskar. So it looks like he'll be going number 4. Will be his strongest. His level 1 Burning Spears is not the best. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, bottom, we might see first blood here. Is Zach falling very, very low.
That does, yeah.
One last Legacy, able to get the last click on Zach. Sterling also just gets enough. LSA does come out, though. Keeping him plays long enough for LSA. Double kill. First blood. That. Ooh.
Yeah.
Not a good sign for things to come.
I would go ahead and take this opportunity. If I were Antifa, I would take the opportunity to rebalance and shuffle lanes, because now you're in a tough spot. I think you
Who you
need
sent
to
down there, though?
try and get Shakiro up in that lane somehow at some point, but he doesn't have HP.
Dead. Legacy, though, is falling down. The hammer starts swinging around and brings him down. Lupo now falling quite low. No mana. Can't jump away. Is able to just walk it off, though.
He's got no mana, no HP. It's rather.
Good enough for a Blink Strike.
Yeah.
Good amount of danger if the hammer gets thrown. Although, swinging that hammer around, he also falls. He had nothing to jump to. So actually, a kind of good comeback. I mean, it used up all the mana on Dawnbreaker, but it was a pretty good comeback. Does elect to pick up some raindrops to deal with some of the magic damage, I guess, from LSA or Dragon Slave. I do find it interesting, the Burning Spear electing to go for a second point in Berserker Blood instead of the third point in Burning Spear. I guess it would drop him too low, maybe? I don't know.
I like the heavy Berserker's Blood.
I mean, it makes sense against the Tiny because he's all magic damage.
Yeah, so he's gonna get those bursts like what just happened, and so you want to be able to regen that HP for free. You don't want to spend any more gold on tangos or
Oop, I missed out on a kill top. Hero goes down.
Huskar
Dog.
wants to be hitting a little bit of a non-typical item progression.
Kevin might be falling down. He is going to fall. To Humble Cream gets that last click in.
Okay.
It is a full 4 permanent edge. Scaling, falling low as well. Doesn't want to commit the last Blink Strike though. Get the kill there. Maybe onto. Nope, not onto Zach either. We might be seeing a repeat of the first game.
What have we here?
Yeah.
On top, they are able to get some damage out onto Humble Cream. He's fallen to about half health.
It definitely feels like they're
Very little mana.
they're gonna win the laning phase. They're gonna win 2 lanes. It feels like. So what I would probably do is I would probably actually get Dawnbreaker out of the bottom lane and start roaming with Tiny actually, and let Nyx soak up XP and be a nuisance in the bottom lane.
Pretty good. They do have a lot of sentries out for him though. Ready for it. Oh man, he really needs a spike Carapace level. And I just heard Huskar pick up a DD rune mid. As if that lane wasn't already going to be hard enough.
Now it's impossible.
Proud is, he's keeping it fairly even, only about 3/4 of a level behind.
It's 39 last hits versus 23. He's still on the same level. Well, now he's
Yeah.
up behind by a
Oh
level.
shoot, we lost. Okay. Ricky falls down. They get the TP in though from Scurvy Dog. See if they get any. Oh, oh boy. Laguna Blade comes out. This should be a dead Zac as well.
Yeah.
And there's a -2. Up to +6 permanent Agi here. Proud does TP in. See if you can find anything here.
Uh,
I have my doubts.
he-
LSA comes out. Uh-oh. Proud, are you going to fall here? No. Able to walk away off this one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of HP with that level 6.
Radiant hides behind
I will say both Kevin and Pal are sitting here underneath this. There you go. They get the D ward out, but they were standing underneath this ward. At least they knew it was there. Yeah, Pal now suddenly sitting mid. I don't know how much he can do against the Huskar though, especially with 3 levels of Berserker's Blood. See if we get the toss back, toss up, right click. It does fall to the tower, just barely. That was a close kill there, and we lose. Oh dang, bottom. Lose Alina as the Ricky TP's out, left to her own devices. What are they getting her with?
That's big. That's good.
This might be Antifa's way back into the game here. If they can keep getting kills on Lena early and delay her game,
Radiant's middle tower is
she already has Falcon Blade. He's working on Mjolnir now. Lena does come back. Does have Laguna Blade.
Yeah. Huskar can.
Another one.
Huskar's guaranteed to put pressure and have kill potential.
Especially with the backup of Scurvy Dog and Plupo.
Yeah, you could pair any 2 heroes with him at this
Did you
point
get
in
the
the game.
jump down? Scurvy Dog. They might get the kill here on. Does go to the Chikira though. That's not the hero you wanted on.
Radiant cares to heap upon it.
I'm not sure how they deal with this Huskar early on. They have mostly just magic damage as their
Well, he's
damage
not.
choice
He's
early
not.
on.
He's really not that good against magic burst, but they're they're bringing 3 heroes to kill the mid tiny. So, and Antifa's already playing a defensive game, so their TPs are off on cooldown, and yeah, I think Antifa wants to be doing some smoke plays here, and even kind of going. I would probably be going Midas on one of their heroes, either Nyx or I'd probably go Midas on Nyx right now.
Okay.
I know that it sounds quite controversial, but I don't feel like at this point Antifa's going to win this match if they play like kind of a straightforward game. I think they need
Especially with,
fix it.
I mean, the Ogre Magi is getting a Midas to zone, and one uses it better than the other one. Sterling is going to fall low. Spike Carapace comes out. I don't think it'll be enough to save him as Laguna absolute laser there. And another +2 for the Silencer. He's up to +10. Immediate smoke out from Plupo and Scurvy Dog. Looks like they're going to make their way mid for this tiny. Blinder. That's. Ooh. Let's see if they get the kill here. Oh boy.
That's
Kevin
good.
does
That's
die
really-
there. And Pal, oh, that's not the hero you want this on, though. Pal's getting all these kill steals.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think
is
it's
fine,
necessary to
Get the
to
kill.
prevent Huskar from taking over the game.
As long as he's dying. Plupo and Scurvy Dog are just still chilling out here in the mid lane. Scurvy Dog electing to TP top. Oh. What happened to... Oh, I guess caught out in the jungle was more Korean. In the Nyx and hero there. I really feel like you need to slow down this Lena a little bit more. As that's what Zac's going to try to do. I don't think he'll be able to do much about it. I think their best bet is to wait until Nyx has Vendetta again, and then make his way bottom as Alina pushes out. He is going to walk under a ward here. See if they spot it out. They do have the Ricky on his way over as well. They will not see that, and the immediate D-ward of the ward they put down, and there goes the Nyx. That's feeling very bad. The jump,
Ricky's
the
level
silence,
6,
LSA, global silence.
That global silence is gonna save Lena's life, probably.
Is it though? There's the
Oh,
toss.
yeah, the toss. Toss gold.
And the hammer. Talking about bringing the hammer down. Toss into a slam. Will that be the new dunk? Scurvy Dog is being running at Kevin, but we have Strilling over in the area as we get Zach falling bottom. Tumble Queen and the like is Scurvy Dog should fall here, off the mark, but Kevin is able to get the cleanup kill.
That's nice to get your carry kill there.
How do you feel about the Vendetta shard on Nyx this game?
I don't have it memorized. Let's see.
So what it does is it increases 25% faster and reduces their magic resistance by 17%. Could be good against Huskar, getting the Berserker's Blood damage down, or the magic resistance down.
Yeah, it's not a bad. It's not a power shard for a support.
Okay.
It's not the worst thing ever, but there's more important items that they should be getting for a roamer. Like I said, I would go for the Midas. I would probably go earn Midas, but he went for the mana boots, so he doesn't necessarily need an earn here.
You do have Sterling hunting, but definitely spotted out by Scurvy Dog. Had a feeling something was off. Who is jumping where? They do kill the Chikiro, but we'll see if we can get a kill return. They do get the kill return on the Huskar. Zach falling very low. Does fall. Will they get... Okay, they will get the Humble Korean there. And the stun. Nice stun there. To get in range for the toss back. As Scurvy Dog goes down as well.
Okay. They're feeding a lot of kills to their carry. This is great. Oh, it was a split. The creeps got the kill.
Very unfortunate there.
They tried, but didn't work out.
Still very good for Antifa, though, getting them back into the game.
Yeah, they're working on their win condition.
Lena is only about 500 gold behind the Huskar, so not super far behind. It looks like they're building BKB into Silver's Edge. It looks like Huskar wants to go back and give his hand out, taking Roche yet again. I feel like he should be able to take it this time. He has full health. And the rest of Dire is pretty distracted. Although, we do have Kevin and Zach
this is really
heading
good
right
for
into
Antifa.
there.
It's really
Down he
good.
goes yet again. Blinders? I feel like that's a bit of an error on his part twice in a row. Scurvy Dog running over there, maybe trying to save. Ends up getting picked off by Proud. TPN from Plupo. See if he's able to find anybody at all. Might run into Zach at some point in time. Ooh, there's the sleep dart coming out from Ricky. Ooh. They found him alright. Done and deleted. And they get the ward as well. They do get the TP in from Huskar. Tower does go down. Arcane Curse. Zach, a little bit too far forward, I think. should be able to walk out this one off.
Yeah. They don't have a ton of stuns on Marshmallows.
It's
lucky he didn't get
LSA.
fire blasted from the ogre.
Yeah, he was on his way over to. He was very close to getting it. All right, he should figure out there is a ward there.
And there's the sleep dart.
Which is the big thing with support Ricky.
You can initiate with it, which is a lot better than a lot of other position 5 initiations.
You are also able to just take the carry out of the fight like that.
Yeah. It is asleep, though.
Although there goes Scurvy Dog. See if they get the Huskar might be falling too. Ooh, nice double stun
Yeah, that's a
into
beautiful...
an ult there. That's a dead Ricky.
That one's going really...
Korean falls down as well. Blinder, LSA almost bringing down Proud. Able to take it out. Look at, man, that cleanup from Lena is ridiculous.
Yeah, the problem right now is how much stronger Lena is as a carry than Luna. Despite Luna being that agility carry. This Lena built Maelstrom into Boots of Travel. She can be everywhere, and she can farm fast, and she can do tons of damage. She's just a bit squishy, but that's not a big deal for Gary.
And she's about 2/3 of the way done with the BKB, which will eliminate any magic damage coming into her, which is quite a bit currently, to be fair. But is this where you would like to see more of a Drow over the Luna pick?
No. I wouldn't have gone for Drow. I wouldn't have taken Drow against the Ricky.
Looks like there might be a bit of a mashup mid. Sterling will be counted out quickly. Sleep Dart, but it is able to get Spike Carapace off temporarily. Is absolutely deleted though. And maybe now, 3rd time's a charm. Blinder should be able to take Roche with his entire team there to back him up.
Got the Obs words, the word spell going on.
They do get a 3-man ice path. Kiro gets his ult off, heals is up.
Yeah, they're gonna sacrifice Jakiro. Oh no, okay, he came back.
Alright, Zach does actually, it's not 3rd time's the charm. Zach able to run in and take out the Huskar once again. Plupo almost running into a Proud. Ooh, unable to save.
That dart.
It is such a nuisance. Although we have the stun coming out from, not enough. I think this is at this point in time. Okay, next he's able to walk away. I was about to say this might be where he dies, but he's able to walk away from it. There's just so much that needs to be committed onto the Huskar though to get the kill.
Yeah.
The rest of the team, and I mean, Ricky is a support now, yes, but I think he could potentially build into a bit more of a carry later on if needed.
If the game goes late enough, he's a natural carry. His ulti will get him to damage potential.
I mean, he scales pretty well just with levels alone.
Yeah, if he gets to his 3rd level of his ulti, just through XP with 0 carry items, he's still going to do damage. So that's the strength of a position 5 Ricky. And if you die, it's not a big deal because you're not a farming core.
Exactly. And as well as his ability to run around and get wards off without being seen.
Yeah, he's like the... he can slot into this high-risk sacrificial role really well.
He was spotted out by these 2 wards up here on this cliff. Thought it was maybe a little bit closer to the ground because it took Tiny a little bit longer to TP out. I think it was a good job by him baiting. There goes... That's dead Shakiro right there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
I do still think that Squishmallow just has the easier to execute draft, especially at this point in time, that they should be able to continue to take over this game. Much closer, though, than game number 1. As Blinder forced the BKB and walk away, they do have the damage still to take out Lena. He's getting dove at. Decides to BKB, gets the global silence out, TP's out, should be able to get away. Does force the 4-man down bottom though, leaving Lita all by herself up top. If they scout this out, it could potentially be a kill there. We're gonna have Zach cutting through the back lines there, see if he can find anything in the triangle. Doesn't see it, but Lita might be running right up. Oh no, he walks out of there. If he would have stuck around for a second or two later, he may have gotten a kill on the Lina. Meanwhile, the mid, Nyx found out, absolutely slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
Proud is getting Dawn on. He, who just barely saved here. That stun does come out. See if they can get the kill here. Able to take away the Aegis from the hands of the Lina, but we'll see if they can get anything else out of this one. Stun comes out. Dust. The Luna ult is able to bring her down eventually. Scribbly Dog does show up and should be able to do quite a bit of damage to Zac. He has a little bit more. He has 12 stolen and so not the best, especially with the level 1 Glaives of Wisdom, but definitely nothing to sneeze at. Hero is able to take out that top tower. Nyx here is stalking the Humble Korean here mid. See if he jumps out there, gets the stun off, burns a little mana, runs away. Force some rotations there. A little farm. He's going for a. Honestly, what item is this? That's Lotus. We have Dawnbreaker working on a BKB of her own. I'm a little bit surprised there's no Veil coming out from either Scribbly Dog or Humble Korean. I think it's fantastic on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Global Silence comes out. See if they are able to scout out
Nyx. Or the illusion rune on the tiny Octolot there, but
as a nice ult from the Jakiro. I just don't know if he's got enough coming in.
this buyback from
I take that back. That was a huge Dawnbreaker, but buyback there completely turns this fight around. That's 4 dead.
Yeah. Can we tip? I want to tip Zac. Tip Zac, guys. Tip Zac.
Yeah, come on, for the buyback. They do get proud in the process, though, and I think... I guess he was the only buyback there. Oh, no, I thought the Nyx died, but he was able to sneak out with just barely enough health.
Nyx is the best part of the Antifa draft. He's playing well. Oh, they're turning this into a tower. I don't think they're gonna get it. Well,
no, definitely not now.
yeah. But it's good that they got the cliff out. They're retreating. Oh, they're getting.
Oh, there's the break. BKB does come out though, stopping out the Luna ult. If she goes down, that should be a dead Dawnbreaker there as well. That's a dieback.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but I think they're gonna survive for now.
Let's see if they get. Ricky does catch.
Yeah, I think he
sacrificed.
sacrificed the Nyx.
Let's see if you're able to catch up to him again. He does have one more Blink Strike.
He gets away.
He's gonna let him go away.
That's Windlace Gaming right there, my friend. That's why you pick up Windlace on your poor heroes.
Windlace is very important. I like it. Well, I'm a sport player myself, but I pick it up. What's it? I can't remember. I think it was Jenkins who was mentioning it. Like, even if you get Tranquil Boots, you may as well just pick up another Windlace just to get that extra speed.
It doesn't. It's not that bad. There is a beautiful item right now that's very cost efficient that uses 2 wind laces and brown boots.
The wind laces and the brown boots?
There's an
Oh,
item.
the Tranquil Bills upgrade, right?
Well, yes, that is correct. Do you remember its name? I mean, I know you don't because you haven't said it yet, but you're gonna figure it out.
Something Tranquility. Boots of Tranquility?
No,
not Tranquility.
I think
No,
it's Bearing.
Boots of Bearing, that's what it is. Yeah, it's Boots of Bearing. As we do see them jump in there, they do get... Oh, they almost get Scurvy Dog there. He's able to sleep out of there. Sleep comes out. Blinder jumps in, able to absolutely annihilate Hal and the Shakiro. Crowd falls right afterwards. Zach forces TP out. Just barely gets out of there in time. Kevin, not so much. He's about to get right-click down.
Yeah.
Zach being the sole survivor of this latest fight. Who's carrying a gem right now? Ah, Silencer's carrying the gem right now. Skills. Hashtag humble.
A single glyph and Miles are just able to project their power on the map immediately, basically.
It
From
is.
defending their tier 3 to...
Oh, there goes the Nyx falling once more.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Multiscast is such a disgusting ability.
Mm-hmm.
I also think this is like the best carry, or the best hero to have the Hand of Midas on is Ogre, just to get those multicasts off on it and just eat an entire creep camp with Midas's at once.
Yeah. So it is. The only question is, so Ogre can win without Hand of Midas. So the only question is, should you define him as being a core with that Midas?
No, I buy it if I'm 5 even.
But are you really filling your role that well if you're going Midas on a 5?
Yep, I think so. Because you usually like run up. What I do at least is I run up and just eat like some of the dangerous farm on the enemy side of the map,
Mm-hmm.
and then run away. Use that to buy like a quick Yules, or whatever defensive item we need to help keep the team alive.
So I like what you're saying, but I would still define that as probably being a 4 hero. Like you're not really. They're
I
better.
think it's more like being a greedy support.
Yeah, it's a winning formula, but you're preventing your other support from being a 4, from getting that usually. Like most other 4s aren't going to be able to do what they want if you're running around taking aggressive farm. Not the worst thing in the world.
No, but at my skill bracket, we're usually not doing much either anyways. There's usually massive farm inefficiencies on both sides, so
Yeah.
makes it a little bit easier.
Well, we're in the same skill bracket, and it's both in pubs and a lot of in-houses. Like, well, it's better in in-houses, but like even in ranked pubs, there's not a lot of team coordination. You're not coordinating with between your supports a lot.
So, I don't know if you play much Ogre, but what's your feelings on his shard, the Fire Shield?
I haven't used it much. I have heard it's very powerful. Since it did go Hand of Midas, I do like this scepter. It's a very rich item.
It is a very rich item. It's also very good. It guarantees you a spell, basically, no matter how much mana you have.
Mm-hmm.
Huskar is manning up against the entirety of Antifa, and they pull off a really good team fight there as Squishmallow dives a little bit too deep. They lose, actually, oh my gosh. They're going to lose the Rax. First set of Rax is going to Antifa, I think. No, Lena does come back, forced away.
Oh, they've got the outpost, right? Or she didn't even teleport in.
No, I think she just was there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. BK's B's out from both of them. Well, I guess it's just the Celestial Hammer shard, but
Yeah, it does look a lot like BKB.
it's
It-
basically a BKB.
It is, just the
Just
cooldown
not a
recharge.
12-second cooldown, you know?
Yeah. That shard is one of
It's so
Dawnbreaker's
disgusting.
major strengths.
Yeah. And it's the strength of the Luna right here is that you just can't defend very well into that. Ooh, nice two-man hammer.
Yeah.
Pulls forward. Scurvy Dog should fall down.
I think they sacrifice the Dawnbreaker here and just get out as many heroes as you can.
I think so too. Which, you know, it's your Nyx and your Luna. So I think it's probably the best two heroes to get out of there, right?
Mm-hmm. I think we have an unfortunate double quarterstaff situation here in Luna.
Double force staff?
Quarterstaff.
Oh, quarterstaff.
I think that was a little bit of a mistake
You know
there.
what? Maybe
in the
maybe
quick
they
fire.
have like a couple of different items you wanted to build with that. You know, you never know. You never have too much attack speed.
Dyer's middle tower is not what it used to be. That is for certain.
All right, here comes Lena. Just able to walk up,
Tend to your
become a mini tower of herself.
them out of their misery. Dyer's middle barracks are under attack. Those with
Sleep comes out. That should be a dead Luna. And there she goes.
Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
I'm not sure how much you stop. She's just doing so much damage with each click.
And she's got Aegis.
And it's just like it's just a giant machine gun. I mean, look how fast she's attacking, and it's
A lot of
over
damage.
300 damage per right click. Hero attempting to do something in the back line. Street toss coming through. BKB comes out. Global silence. Blinder is falling quite low, but that
Doing
the
Huskar
Ricky
things though.
blind. That and the smoke screen blur is just insane.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes the Ricky. They do get the Ricky in return, as well as Silencer, but their base is crumbling around them. Had to buy back from Nyx, but no Vendetta. I do think Nyx is just like one of the strongest counters to Silencer at this point in time, just because he likes to build up so much int that, I mean, this is why I can't play him as core, I think, is you just have to ban Nyx after that. Just due to the fact that he builds up so much, you can mana burn him if you get the plus 0.5 times.
Yeah.
Maximize that at like 6 times intelligence multiplier his damage.
Yeah. Well, Mana Baron and Spike Carapace are both really strong against Silencer.
Mm-hmm.
And
He throws
then-
one glaive at you, you spike Carapace, and that's like half his health, and you mana burn him for the other half. You know.
Yeah.
It's only a 5-second cooldown on mana burn? I don't know why I never thought about that. It's so quick.
At the max level Mana Burn, yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They do have the smoke coming out. Let's see if they're able to run into Legacy. I don't know. Do you want to run into Legacy or do you want to run into Scurvy Dog first? I want to say you kill the Legacy.
This is big. I feel like they're gonna get this kill. They just need their dust heroes.
Oh. Oh. Does he
Oh,
get the dust?
they-
There's the BKB out, though. I don't think they'll be able to stop her from TPing away. That
Yeah,
feels
they
bad.
need that initiation.
That feels real bad. I mean, it does put her on a 70 or 80-second cooldown, but I mean, by the time you all get grouped up, ready to kill her again, she's gonna have it back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a 5,500 MMR player there. It's like knowing that you could be out there, like getting away with that.
Tell you how many times I've died in that situation? All of them.
So I would probably lose the game for not risking that play.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably be dead right now, somewhere near mid, yelling at my teammates for not.
We're not going high ground.
Well, not even necessarily not going high ground, but like just not doing anything coordinated.
Yeah, you'll have like 3 of them jungling on different sides of the map, and then one of them gets picked off, and you're like, whoa, bro, what the heck? And then you're like trying to push down mid. Yeah, I know those games well. Especially when you're like the sport, these games, you like look around the map and your cores are all like in the jungle, like farming at 55 minutes, and you're just like, guys, you don't have enough items yet?
Right. Yeah. Well, and the truth is, they probably don't because they've been feeding. When they're not jungling, they're feeding.
Yeah. Like show up to a fight after farming for 30 minutes and they die, and they're like, what happened?
Yeah.
There goes Nyx. So this tree toss, that is physical damage. Interesting. There's a BKB. Oh dear. Huskar is just such a gross hero at high levels. Especially with the shard, or the scepter, I mean. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, he got,
You just don't run away.
he got there. The Aghanim Scepter forces it. It's his Ag Scepter is basically a BKB piercing stun, which is very
To a point. I mean, it's more of like, yeah, it's not quite the stun just because they are attacking you still.
Yeah, but you can't use items or
Spells or anything.
yeah. So and you can't run away. You can't TP out. It cancels TPs from channels. So
Yeah, it's still really gross. I mean, he's got a Heaven's Halberd back up, so you just life break, get the taunt going, Heaven's Halberd, and what do you do at that point in time? Just sit there and wait to die. So we have a little gem just chilling out in Roshan right now.
dude,
Whose gem is that?
it's got to be. I mean, Mellows don't want it. It must
They
have
had it.
been
They were.
Antifa's, and Mellow just
They
doesn't
had-
want it.
I mean, they were carrying around on the Ricky for a little while.
Okay. So you think they bought it?
No, I don't think they bought it. I think they stole it, and they'd just been carrying it around a while. I mean, there's still an empty slot over on the Ricky. You could definitely just walk in there and grab it, but nobody wants it, I guess. Uh-oh. And there goes the Nyx. Maybe it's a bit of a challenge, you know. They're challenging Antifa to come and get their gem back.
Yeah, if they know it's there, they're just like, well, we'll just wait until Roche is up, maybe.
Like,
He
Pluto
checks
definitely
it.
knows about it. He knows it's there. I think he's the one who put it there.
Yeah. I guess it's another thing to distract. Oh, you know what it does? You know what that's doing?
Oh, giving them vision.
Yeah, that's one of the only ways to get vision of Roche on right now.
I
That's
didn't even think about that.
That's the 900 gold war. That's the supports version of buying Divine Rapier right there.
I didn't even think about that
That's
one.
the
Holy cow.
divine vision purchase.
The 5-head play, they do give the shard to Silencer, it looks like, so they're going to have the double global silence, and that should be game.
Yeah. Luna is headed towards Divine Rapier, but she's not gonna. She's not gonna have the gold before they get there.
She will not. It does. So this is and these are the type of games where I know it's wrong, but I really, really, really want the Jakiro scepter because they're all buying these. Ooh, that feels bad. Caught out there because they all got some sort of magic immunity or something like that, and that turns it from magic to pure damage. And I mean, I know as soon as somebody sees it on Jakiro, they just step out of it anyways.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Is it's a fairly mobile team for Mellows, and they can walk away out of it. But it does help.
In my bracket, they say I got BKB. This shouldn't do any damage to me, and then they die.
Yeah. It's just so
Looks like
hard.
they're just gonna be. Yeah.
Game is so hard when you're down 27 game. I've seen pro teams, high level pro teams at like the Arlington Major. We saw that happen where teams turned around 30k gold leads.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was in particular some of the Chinese teams did that.
Oh
There's-
my! Look, he's stunned for like 30 seconds there, and then he goes right to a taunt. That is, oh my gosh! It's just so absolutely gross. Alright, so there goes the Luna dieback. Zach died back. Nyx died back. GG called. I mean, there's definitely a much closer game than game one at the beginning.
Yeah, they were much closer to their win condition, but
The game went just a little bit too long.
Squishmallow indeed is New World Order. I for one welcome Squishmallows.
As our new alien overlords.
Yeah. MVP for the series. Who are you giving that to? Oh, and let's try and grab some guys in here for the interview.
For sure. Okay, let's see.
I'll be right
MVPs. What am I looking at? Honest.
No.
Hey guys.
No, I think it's. What's that?
For
Hello?
the cast, we're gonna try and get somebody to interview in a minute. I'm gonna try and get one from each team. If anybody wants to jump up to casters.
Does anybody want to be interviewed? I'm tapping out. I'm good.
No.
Yeah.
I have like 200 move speed on Ricky.
Hey guys.
I can only waddle there so fast.
Yeah, it helps if you start 30 seconds earlier. That's exactly my point.
Anybody want to do an interview with us in the casters?
Yeah, I'll do an interview.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're just in Legacy.
All right. We'll see you up there. Thank you. Okay, so I
That's a
got
tough
one
one.
from Marshmallows.
Okay. On the Antifa side, Sterling and Zach, both of them, I mean, they both played phenomenal in their roles. Zach was able to come back a couple of times and get that buyback to. Oh, they're both muted.
I'm here.
Okay, I just had both people muted now.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying like we're looking at a new world order of Squishmallows. So I welcome the Squishmallow Oligarchy, and I was hoping that you could give us some advice on how you dominated a series against a almost 5K average MMR team.
Hold on. Wait. You said they were the 5K MMR team?
They're a little less than 5K average.
Okay.
Where are they at? They're like 47.
Yeah, they're around 47. We're around 55.
Yeah, so there was an MMR difference, but still, like, I'm not gonna dominate a 4,700 MMR team.
I think it's so I know the players on their team pretty well. Me and HK know them pretty well. Kevin and Lily, we played with a whole bunch, and we played with Sterling a little bit as well. But we know that a lot of their dynamic on that team comes from Kevin kind of like Uber farming for like 40 minutes and then coming out to win the game. In the first game, I think it was just like a pretty blatant outdrafting. Let me see if I can pull that up and trying to remember the draft order a little bit. I think we were a little shocked that they went with this Lena first pick, followed by like a lone druid, because there's like a lot of holes in their draft once you pick those two characters, and I think the rest of their draft didn't really fill those in. And we just kind of picked Mars and Primal Beast, and that was most of our game plan. So it was just a really strong outdraft on that first one. Even though the lanes didn't go too horribly for them, I had HK in my ear the entire time, like, "Hey man, this lane sucks," and I was like, "Damn, bro, that's crazy."
Well, game one, y'all did get a bit of an advantage in the lanes, and then you just like powerhoused off of your Primal Beast, like y'all's execution of rallying behind Primal Beast to just completely take over the map in the game.
Yeah, Blinder's really good at that hero, so we were happy to have him play it, and he kind of led the team in moving around the map, and Legacy got a little bit of farm and stuff like that. Second game was a ride, though. Second
Yeah.
game was a little tougher, but I think even with our draft, I think we we definitely took a step back after game one. We're like, okay, like that was a pretty clean sweep. Like we didn't feel a whole lot of pressure. So we got a little clowny with the draft, and we drafted an Ogre Magi offlane and a Ricky 5, which isn't horrible, but probably not the greatest.
So you would consider that a core ogre?
Oh, that was a core Ogre, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. He has almost as much net worth as the mid laner.
Yeah, I believe it. That Hand of Midas, I love the Hand of Midas ogre. I just don't feel like you're not playing the 5 position.
Oh, absolutely not. No, he was a 3, 100%. But no, they played really well. They kept. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was to say I hand a Midas on any position of Ogre because that little extra farm, whenever you can squeeze it out, is just fantastic.
Oh yeah, no. My game plan in game 1 was to go Hand of Midas Ags into Power Treads on Dark Willow. So,
Hey, there you go, support build.
but yeah, game 2, I think we just weren't we weren't like 100% solid in what we were doing all the time. We were just a little slow on making movements, and I think we didn't communicate very well about what our statuses in the game were. So there were a couple times when Legacy was like solo pushing a lane. He was like, "Hey guys, like, you know, if they come down, I need at least 1 or 2 TPs because they'll kill me for sure." And then both of the supports, so like me and Scurvy, just wouldn't have TPs up, and then he would die. He was like, "Well, I thought you guys had TPs," and I was like, "I never told you I had a TP." So a little bit of a communication breakdown, and Antifa played well, like really well off of that. But I think we just had again like kind of a stronger draft, and our late game is much better considering the carry matchup. So
I was gonna say, if
Yeah.
you clean up some of those, I think this is actually a really solid draft all around. I mean, Huskar, it's got that solid front line jump in protection for Lena. You get the Ricky, the silences, the stuns. Well, I guess it's more of a sleep, but then the catch as well as the backstab damage. Late game, building it into a core, ogre, stuns, damage over time, all sorts of stuff like that. And you got silencer to disrupt any sort of spellcasting the other team wants to do. It's just, I think, a pretty well-rounded draft.
Yeah, y'all's drafting was extremely solid. World-class drafting,
you.
in my opinion.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. Worked on it for a while, but yeah, no, strong team. I think again the keys to victory for beating Antifa were just don't really let them get to late game. Like Kevin, I think Kevin is their strongest player by a wide margin. And so the idea for us is just don't let him get to late game. Even if he does get to late game, we can still beat him, but we prefer to not get there in the first place.
Sure.
But fun series. We were having a laugh
Yeah.
in our chat.
I do have a question. We were a little bit worried about that Nyx assassin when it came out, seeing as you have 3 heroes that really kind of thrive off of their int gain.
No. Let's see. When was it drafted? It was drafted.
I think 4.
I want to say it was like 3rd or 4th on their team, right? And by then we had picked Ricky, Lena, and I want to say Ogre. Or no, Ricky, Lena, and Silencer. Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we were
Nyx
too
is-
worried just because, like, for Nyx to get to the backlines, like, we were playing pretty well in game 1. We were fairly cohesive, and we had a lot of vision down and stuff. So for him to actually get to someone that he could damage and cause problems with, it would have been pretty difficult. Because, like, let's say he wants to get on Lena, like, I'll just throw my silence behind me. I don't really care. I'll throw all my buttons anywhere. And, you know, Silencer will press his silence buttons. And, yeah, Scurvy positioned really well, so that wasn't really too much of a problem. I think the main reason they lost that second game is I think Kevin was, like... Kevin was pretty mentally fatigued by the end of that, I think. Because there were a couple plays there he made that were, like, extremely questionable. I'm mainly thinking of like that Shadow Blade. He was like silver edged in the bot lane, like right outside our base, while 3 of us
Yeah.
walked at him. I was like, huh.
They were,
Maybe he wants this game to end.
Yeah, they were definitely feeling the pressure at that point. So I think he was just like, you know, you're at the point where like I don't think they could have done a 5v5 defensive hold.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
I think he was looking to buy a rapier at some point.
Yeah, he was looking. He had his rapier queued up, but y'all caught him down there when he was like 3,000 gold into the rapier.
Right, and
y'all got him mostly off of the Ricky gem. that was a I was calling the Ricky place in the gem in the Roche pit is basically the support version of buying a rapier, right?
Yeah, I suppose it's not too far off. I was what was it? I got it from Blinder, and I was like, "Give me the gem," and he was like, "Okay." And I was like, "All right, guys, do not touch this gem. I'm just gonna drop it in the Roche pit, and like, don't touch it. It'll be there. Roche will spawn. We'll go get it."
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I hadn't
such
actually
a
even
next level
thought about
play.
that because I know they shut off most other vision in there. I had assumed actually they had shut off gem vision in there as well.
That's actually the one that they haven't shut off. I think it's like one of the only things that they haven't shut off in terms of vision. So
But
yeah,
it doesn't go both ways, does it? Or does it go both ways?
no,
For
it doesn't go
weapons?
both ways.
It's
It
whatever
goes for the
team
team that
drops it.
owns it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is whoever held it last.
correct.
Yeah.
It wasn't even my gem. I'm pretty sure it was the silencer's gem, and it got tossed around a bunch for the game. And I was like, all right,
Yeah, it
give me
does
this.
show him as the one buying it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I saw it going around everywhere, and I saw you mostly carrying it most of the time. But
got it towards the end of the game, but I think silencer had it for the most part.
yeah, so how does it feel to play the Ricky support? I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I've heard the theories behind it. I've just never seen it played. I've never experienced the gameplay of all of the Ricky support. And can you kind of talk through that a little bit?
Sure. And I'm not, the greatest Ricky support player ever, and I'm still trying to figure out how to play him and where to play him and stuff like that. But
Hey,
he
you're
either
welcome.
feels
Okay.
really, really good, or he feels like like absolutely useless. And it's all kind of dependent on when you end up getting your shard. Like I got my shard at 15 minutes, so it was a great game. You basically take somebody out of the fight for 3 seconds, or you can set up for your team, which is super useful when you have something like Alina. So, and then
Yeah,
you can
you
go
can
scout
balance it.
around and set up ganks and kills and stuff like that. You're basically just like a walking ward. You have really good base stats, so you can lane pretty well, and your stun is great, or your sleep is great. Your silence is like disruptor level large and is on like a 6-second cooldown. So, yeah, you kind of just be a nuisance. I don't think you don't do damage like Silencer. I mean, I think of Silencer as doing a lot of damage and really getting in there and thinking about the fight. Ricky's pretty brainless. You like pop down your Q, you press D on someone, and then you just vibe until they're off cooldown again.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you get enough levels in your ult. I mean, the multiplier and your just like natural stack gain just puts you into a phenomenal position as a 5 because you just jump in there. This is kind of what we were talking about a little bit there. You just, naturally get that backstab damage up, and then if you die, who cares? You're a support.
Exactly. Whenever I had like 2-3 people chasing me or trying to dust me or whatever, I was pretty happy. It's like I don't care if I die. I'm like position 5. Doesn't matter to me.
I have to try this out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me.
Yeah, you have to have the right team around you. You have to have people who aren't going to immediately throw the game once they see a position for Ricky. Like, it's
Yeah.
definitely a problem where people haven't really come through to the meta yet, and they don't really get it. So
Well,
there's been a few games where I've had people give up like 2 minutes.
you are gonna. I feel like you are gonna have to have the cooperation of your teammates. It's powerful,
Sure.
but if you pick the
Yeah, you don't
wrong
get the
teammates to
coordination.
lane with the support Ricky, it's not gonna work.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. Like if you play like Ricky and Wraith King and they have like any single ranged hero, it's like really bad.
Yeah, like if they got like like a Leshrac or something. I guess Leshrac's not the worst because he doesn't have a great way of getting out of the smoke cloud, but
Yeah. No, the idea for Ricky is in the laning stage, you want to avoid being against somebody who's going to press like a bunch of spells on you. So it's like perfect being against Nyx. Like he'll stun me maybe, and then I can just slap him to death. And since I have like 6 armor and 6 health regen, I always win those trades.
I still
So-
love their next draft. I felt like that was the best hero pick on for Antifa.
I think it's okay. I think it probably is good for them. I just think it wasn't coordinated correctly in the sense that there's a lot of stuff you can do with Nyx Dawnbreaker. I don't think we experienced it like even once.
Yeah, we Vendetta in and just ult through.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think we ever got caught by that. But that's either one, due to us playing coordinated, which I don't think was necessarily the case in game 2, or 2, them not executing correctly, which I think may have been more of what happened.
I
Well, I think they
mean,
could do something similar with Tinies. You just toss. I mean, you can even just toss the next in and then ult down on that, and you toss in an invisible unit with Dawnbreaker ult on the way out.
Dawnbreaker,
Oh.
it fixes the position of when you start channeling. So you have to go to an allied unit, but as soon as you start channeling, it fixes on that position. So the toss into Solar Guardian, you'd have to wait on the channel for when.
Yeah, wait till it
Yeah.
lands.
Yeah.
But then at that point in time, you have the Nyx right on top, gets the Vendetta stun, and then
Well, the Tiny should be able to follow up also with Avalanche. Which
yeah.
would buy the
I
time.
mean, this whole combo like just doesn't work if Silencer presses the R button, though. You know.
Yeah.
Also true.
And so
Plus,
the
it's
idea
on the
there is like
silencer.
either Silencer will press R, or like I'll press Q, or Lena will press BKB, and then it all just kind of falls apart for them.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're talking about the one thing is that I could see the Nyx working out against the Silencer just because it's a hero that naturally likes it's going to get a ton of intelligence, and then you just Vendetta mana burn, and that'll be a lot of damage done to the Silencer.
Yeah, their fights are a lot harder to execute than ours. Ours are very straightforward. It's like Lena gets 7 stacks of the thing and then just like right clicks people, and then everybody else presses their buttons kind of on other people. Their fight has to be like Nyx has to scout, but then not initiate so he can go find that Silencer in the back. And then Tiny has to initiate. Then you have to time the Dawnbreaker ult with the Jakiro macro pyre. It's like there's like so much garbage they have to deal with in their fight. Ours is very straightforward and easy to take.
That was very true. That's something I was definitely watching the entire thing, where it seemed so clean and easy. Because what do? You just run in there and Huskar jumps, Lena LSAs, and then everybody right clicks.
Yeah, and
Goes
sometimes
off
that
as
works,
needed.
and sometimes they take it correctly and we lose. So that definitely happened 1 or 2 times. So
Yeah, but the likelihood of that happening on 2 teams of equal skill is, you just have the probability on your side at that point of winning a fight.
yeah. Oh man,
Anything
should be a
else?
fun league.
Anybody you want
Oh.
to shout out or highlight?
Yeah, I guess just shout out to the team. I'm pretty sure this is like the first time we played together as like 5.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's the first time we've all played together. I mostly assembled it, but I know HK and Scrivy played together, and I knew the other 4 people. So HK, Blinder, and Legacy. But shout out to them for keeping it pretty PMA for the most part, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Should be a pretty fun time, and yeah, I like the vibe of the league. I'm just trying to keep it light in our Discord, and I appreciate them for helping me do that. And then
One last
of course,
question for me.
oh yeah.
If you can't choose yourself in this one either, name one person on your team as you like shout out for the MVP.
MVP. Well, game 1 is Blinder 100%. Game 2 Legacy. I think overall in this series, it's probably Legacy. He's really kind of directing most of the team in terms of like where we should be going on the map and what we should be doing. And although sometimes it may get a little aggressive, he's definitely keeping everybody kind of on the same track and putting us on like a roller coaster to victory. So
Is Legacy legal?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Blinder game 1 was pretty sick. Probably Legacy though. For the entire series, it was Legacy.
I was so confused. The PB came in. I was like, "There's no way that they're picking this."
Oh yeah, very strong character. He was like, "This is a
Yeah.
pretty good Primal game. I think I'll play it." I was like, "All right, whatever."
If you insist.
Yeah. If I had to give one to their team, oh gosh. Let's see. Their game 2 MVP was probably Fuckpal did a great job. She was very useful in terms of like being obnoxious and putting down good macro pyres. Game 1 they kind of got rolled, so I don't know. Maybe the Pingo, but Fuckpal was really really good on their team. She played like super well.
And
Yeah.
once you get all the BKBs out and everything like that, it's so hard playing a Jakiro. I had to play 2 games like that earlier today. I was
Yeah,
able
but
to
she was making it work. Like I was just dying to
yeah.
macro pyres all over the place. I was like, okay. Like,
get me out of here.
yeah, I was like, this is not very cool. I mean, yeah, no, Fuckpal did a great job for the other team, but our team probably Legacy for the shot calling and Blinder for the gameplay.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything left from Neil?
No, I really enjoyed this. Thanks for joining us for the interview. Thanks for the cast. I had a little bit of technical issues, but I think Sarcasm
I was able
Streams got everything really solid.
I was able to get both games.
Well, cool. Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Hope I can talk to you guys again soon in the future.
For sure.
Keep an eye out for Kaya division. Should be. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a little bad because we're pretty high rated.
Yeah.
But it should
That's
be
all-
fun.
Yeah, it
What's our
happens.
division?
We're trying to keep it light. I think is what we're doing.
Yeah, we should make the reward for the mid and lower divisions free coaching from y'all.
Yeah. No, I'd be happy. I mean, I don't do much anyway. I'm happy to coach people if they want it.
Well, shoot, I'm not gonna win that one.
Right. Full disclosure, I am playing against y'all. I did sneak my way into the lowest rated Kaya team somehow.
I was about to say, are you in that 30-50 team?
Yeah, the Planet Zero. Numbers distribution, we really belong in the middle bracket, but we got one high MMR player and a couple of mid MMR players, and then like our team captain is low MMR. I'm all kind of on the mid low end, so. But I'm a backup. I'm a stand-in. So
I'm on the low tiered bracket, and we have one player who's bringing our average up to like 1600. Everybody
I
else
see.
is like Guardian 3 or lower.
I
He didn't
see
even
that.
play
Yeah.
today either.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to the season. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
I'm
nice.
hoping I can get more casts. Unfortunately, if people play on Fridays, I won't be able to cast. But Thursdays and Saturdays.
Seems
All right, good
good.
luck
Yeah.
with the future in the rest of your games, and you too, Neil. Hopefully, it'll be a good series out of the two of your teams.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
y'all
All
have
right.
a great night.